Buzzer beaters, set phasers to win. Looks that could chill. If I'm here, you're here. Let's all hear your favorite podcast show. Eagle Iron Sports, in association with possibly someday your company, proudly presents The Mickle Pod, a podcast show and so much more. And now, buckle up. Get your podcorn ready. Adjust those depends. You have entered the Mickle Pod. Just another manic Monday, and that never gets old. Buzzer beaters, check. College hoops, check in on the way. Crossover, step back to the NBA. She's bright with a look that can flat turn them out. I'll recap the Vulcan Indoor Championships on Pickle with Mickle. My golf game might have been rained out on Sunday. Golf's Captain Kirk gets a win. So we can hit the links and so much more. First though, I mentioned my game being rained out. What to do on a dreary Sunday morning? You're up. You've got the time committed for golf. Now, maybe get to that chore list, right? Tax planning. That would be progressive. F that. Maverick cooperated, followed rain protocol. So he was okay. Now, rain protocol is that he just does his biz in the backyard. That's a stretch. Backspace, but I digress. Breakfast, of course. Get the coffee going. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon and toast. Keep it simple. Maybe a little Netflix or something for the morning. It is Sunday fun day after all. Cue the Law and Order music. At 0800, sit down, iced coffee, breakfast. Murdaugh Murders. What's this? I'll check it out. It's now 11 o'clock. What the heck just happened? I look over at Jackson, who has just joined at some point, and we both just had that wow look on our faces. I won't spoil it for you. Go watch it. And as usual, I am probably way late to the party on this whole story. The trial continues in South Carolina right now. These stories, and there are many happening all over our country, the world, yes, plenty, we will never know about. Stories like this in big towns, small towns, big names and no names. We are clever in the stories we consume and how we will all, and we all do, then form our judgments. Let me get real with you. I know this. These stories are not new. They are reminders that man, and that is the universal man, and I'll dare to use it, woke people, is both good and evil. Clever. We are how we choose to consume both. Now, it was 11 o'clock now. I was like, shit, I'm hungry. New plan. Walk Mav. Get food. Now, at the same time, the universe is being cruel. Here comes a McDonald's commercial. So now I'm thinking, Shamrock Shake? Now, if you need to shake off some extra pounds, or just feel better, listen to this, and we'll be right back. These smooth jams feel good, and you could feel good too after a 20-minute workout at the Exercise Coach Gilbert. Mention the Mickle Pod for 2 free sessions and a discount. Exercise Coach Gilbert. Go to exercisecoachgilbert.com. Welcome back to the Mickle Pod. Glad you are here with me. And now, buckle up. We're getting right back into the action. You better have that popcorn ready. Ain't no time to adjust those depends. Back into the action right now. The Shamrock Shake is kind of like the McRib, right? You must have at least one. It's part of that St. Patty's Day tradition. I know it's not even March until Wednesday. So I set out to get one Shamrock Shake. Truth is, I'm not a big Mackie D's eater anymore. I will still go for my seasonal favorites that I've enjoyed since childhood, or every once in a while go and grab some fries. So why the hell could I not get one Shamrock Shake? I went to 2 McDonald's and they did not have it. Yet, it's coming, right? Look, whether I tuned out what the folks in the store were trying to tell me about the status of the shake is not important. I did not get one. So as an intrepid sports reporter, dare I say journalist, I decided we should all know a little about the shake. Props to Joe L'Amour on Today.com. He gets the assist with your Shamrock Shake history lesson. The Shamrock Shake was created in 1967 by franchisee Hal Rosen, franchise owner Hal Rosen, to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Nationally debuted in 1970, the Shamrock Shake has been shaking ever since. Shamrock Shakes, did you know this, helped to open through their sales the first Ronald McDonald House in 1974. You can even now get the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry, which came out in 2020. The little article I read was dated February 23rd of this year. Don't be silly. Joe referenced that both the Shamrock Shake and the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry were brought back already on the 20th to much applause on social media, podcasts, and beyond on February 20th. So why the hell could I not get one? Now that is a Netflix series. All he wanted was a Shamrock Shake. All hell broke loose. A 5-part Netflix original. I mean, I bet you could get a Shamrock Shake in Minnesota. That's where the PPA Tour was in action this past weekend for the Vulcan Indoor National Championships. It is that time. It is time we get on the court. Time for...
It's Pickle with Mickle. Pickle with Mickle. It's Pickle with Mickle. All right.
The trophies were handed out on Sunday at the Vulcan Indoor Championships, presented by Lifetime. The big award goes to Anna Bright and the Belichickian shrug off and walk off when her and Riley Newman lost to eventual champs James Ignatovich and Catherine Parenteau. Leave the memes alone and find the live look. Priceless. Back in the day, it would be brilliant. I like the cut of her jib, and Newman is cool to the show. So big fans of Newman Bright. Big props to James and CP. They won the mixed and each took home the singles gold. J.W. Johnson did not have too much to say when I had him right after he and sister Georgia beat Whiplash Waters and Ben Johns at the Desert Grand Slam. Look, dude's game talks. He and Dylan Frazier took home the men's doubles title. Keep your eyes on those two. Bringing home women's gold, Lucy Kovalova and Callie Smith. Great action all weekend. I did not attend. I am eyeballing the schedule for when I can pop up next. It will not be next week in Florida. The Florida Open is where the PPA will be March 9th through 12th. MLP, Major League Pickleball people, will return in March to Florida at Daytona Beach. No tournament pickleball this weekend unless you're setting up one of your own. You can practice in your garage if you are weather challenged. Follow me here. You know you've got that mat and that net in there. Rotate 180. Line up that wall for some dinks. Few 9-irons or wedges, few dinks. You get it. You'll get good. Plus, you'll spend some time in your garage where you might just need to. Now, I will get out and find our next great interview. Now, think about this. Pickleball is moving fast and furious. It is fun to watch live. It is fun to play. The streams, the TV coverage, repeatedly I hear lacking. Big area of debate. I've seen articles in prominent online papers, and we're going to get into pickleball and TV, right? So I've got some ideas, but the best idea I have for you is to play a little pickleball. You might not go ape shit crazy over it. You'll probably enjoy it. You'll probably have fun playing it. You might want to play it again. Just saying. And if you do, watch those feet. Keep your paddles up. I'll see you next time, right here on the court.
Dinking, smashing, third shot dropping, got pickleball fever, and it's not stopping. It's pickle with Mika. Pickle with Mika. Pickle with Mika, alright.
You're listening to the Mickle Pod. Why wouldn't you be? Now back to the show. The PGA Tour was in Palm Beach for the Honda Classic, and Chris Kirk overcame a waterlogged bogey on 18 to win the championship in a playoff over Eric Cole. The tournament will have to overcome Honda parting ways as the title sponsor next year. For Kirk, this was his first win since 2015 at Colonial. Chris Kirk took some time away from golf to clear up some personal demons and challenges back in 2019. Able to play through medical extensions, Kirk regained full status on tour and now found himself back in the winner's circle. Noticeably absent at the Honda were some of the PGA Tour's big name guys. Those who just played at Phoenix and the Genesis, two of the Tour's juiced up purse events in 23. Kirk nabbed $1.5 million for the win and earned a chance to play in the Masters at Augusta. That is pretty cool. Eric Cole took home a nice $915,000, and the AP reports that is more than double what he has earned in his previous 14 starts. So, that is a lot of money for winning on the PGA Tour. If I do the math quick, Cole averaged around $35K per start. Has a great weekend. Boom. That's a life changer. $900,000. The 54 Tour was in Mexico for its inaugural event of the season. Charles Howell III won the tournament at El Camaleon by 4 shots. His singles victory also helped his team, the Crushers, get the team victory. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready. I mean, you know, but I don't know if you know. Howell picked up $4 million for the win, Let that marinate. Plus, a $1 million kicker for the Crushers, winning also $5 million. Now that is just under the total purse at the PGA Honda. Charles Howell won 3 times on the PGA Tour in 23 seasons before he went over in the general to the 54 Tour. Chris Kirk won 4 times prior to this win at the Honda. So if the 54 Tour comes calling, you're not listening? I bet guys like Cole or Ryan Gerard in the field will. That's a lot of money. If you're a tour guy making some cuts, making 35, 40K a weekend, well, and they come and tell you, win a tournament over here, you can win $4 million plus an extra $1 million. That's, you got to think about it, right? I don't know. We will continue to think about it as we continue to watch the 54 Tour do what it's doing. Speaking of a lot of money, college basketball got us all primed up over the weekend with some fantastic finishes, buzzer beaters. Hey, the folks in Ames, Iowa better demand their Cyclone back because the Hawkeyes from Iowa used it to come back past Michigan State. The ladies had a little buzzer beater of their own. Now, back over on the men's side, Iowa and Michigan State, 2 perennial Big 10 tourney teams. They might be the 10 that might be on the outside looking in come Selection Sunday. Back to the action, Florida State buzzing Miami, ASU putting the fork in the Cats down in Tucson. Bring on the madness, baby. The selections will happen on Sunday the 12th. Now, this will be our first March Madness together. I'm getting excited for it, even though I'm going to I will find out what bandwagon am I going to jump on. I mean, can there be no UNC and no Duke? Have you put your money on the Zags? Who will be the 3 seeds? I'll wait. We'll all wait and see. Can you see that beard? Is it dull and dingy? Take care of it. It's always beard season. Beard up with Valhalla Beard and Body. The finest handcrafted balms and soaps. You'll love how that beard looks, how you feel. And hey guys, she'll notice too. Use promo code MIC10 at ValhallaBeardandBody.net. I might grow my beard back this year, you never know. In the NBA, you just never know either. Well, you know that Bron has a sore right foot. That matters, folks, if you are a Laker fan. The Lakers were on the court for the Mavericks meltdown. The Mavs blew a 27-point lead. Ouch. NBA teams were an incredible, undefeated 138-0 this season when leading by that much. Mavs coach Jay Kidd says the team needs to grow up. Is he pointing to Luka, the Mavs superstar? Who he must have gone, studied, reviewed the Rasheed Wallace tapes, the way he talks to officials. He's not getting teed up, though. So what's up with that? I said we would watch the Mavs after they acquired Kyrie. So far, 3 L's in 4 games with Luka. They'll figure it out, like the court. The earth is flat. Flat out nasty is Denver's Joker, Nikola Jokic. He could three-peat as an MVP, joining the likes of Bird, Chamberlain, and Russell. That's good company, though joining them as an NBA champion is certainly the focus for Denver's ace. Whew! You smell that? Not if you have anosmia, a condition that causes lack of smell. So be aware that today is Anosmia Awareness Day. Those affected would not be able to smell that retro Kahlua drink you made. Can you add strawberries to Kahlua? You couldn't smell it. Just eat some strawberries today. Who doesn't like polar bears? Well, ring seals, bearded seals, harp seals, harbor seals, they don't. We do. And it's National Polar Bear Day. You can still do a polar bear swim. You could do a lot worse than spending some time listening to this show and supporting the movement. It has been a good day. I'll see all y'all right here next time for more